Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Never mind the furthermore. That would be me dropping my phone. Never mind the furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory, your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, musicians, and creatives of all kind. Christmas is coming quickly. And if you want to be able to order that special gift from artists who are taking commissions, like me, finding them can be best done through the indiecd.org page. And if you're looking to get your stuff out there, please go and join up for the low cost of $40. You have a lifetime membership, maintenance. Guys, this is the best deal in hosting, period. You get to be part of a community, you get to be part of a community calendar so you can find out when things are going on, and friends, my friendos, my duckies. On the off chance you haven't heard this, using secret code podcast1, all capital PODCAST1, and this link will get you half off your membership fee. So $20, less than a meal at McDonald's, can get you a supported site where people can find about you and your works, reach out to get commissions. This is how you make money and how you save money, friends. All right. We are also made possible by sales of all my books, including but not limited to The Simple Sword, The Fighting Axe, and The Simple Spear, all part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled a sword to teaching the art to others. The wonderful world of Big Stompy Robots, where giant lumbering engines of destruction wade across the battlefield with miniatures you can afford and rules you can understand and little data sheets, not freaking SAT cards. Very soon, you'll be able to order those miniatures directly from the IndieCD site. A link when it is available will be available. Now, and of course, as I am plunking along, we are also made possible by, where we go? Where did we go now? It's way up here where it doesn't need to be. Okay. Hate said Hellfire, a dark secret, has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. I am working diligently on the sequel. Now, let's get into the news reviews you can use. We are a month away from LodgeCon. So the first Saturday in November and Sunday, because it's a 2-day event, at the Will County Fairgrounds in lovely some town, Illinois. I can't remember the dang town's name. November 2nd and 3rd, yours truly will be out with his lovely wife, his lovely son, and 20 luscious feet of gaming and miscellanea, all made through at the now juried. Oh, it's so good. Convention. I can't wait to get there. Last time I had such a good time. And with the announcement, so see me there. There has been an announcement that I'm going to start putting out now because I'm going to be looking for something to fill that slot this year. Region Con is canceled for this coming year, which means I need to find a slot for roughly around then. They just needed to recalibrate some site issues and other background shenanigans that we don't need to know about. So that's in the works. Now, I want to put a huge shout out to BKM. He got to broadcast last night. I hope you all caught it. If not, catch it. Wasn't it last night? Oh, gall. What? Really? Yeah, it was Wednesday night. Jeez. Last night was all... I'm sorry. I'll be honest. Last night, Mandy came home, and we had dinner, and we sat down, and we watched, 6 episodes of our goofy Chinese drama that we're watching, that I will inflict upon you guys the names and stuff after I've completed, because if it gets spoiled, people, will be disemboweled. Thesis has figured out the name. Because I don't want to be alone in the fandom. But, good Lord, was it nice. And the problem is, I didn't even register that. It was one of those, we went up, we did that. I looked at the clock, went, shoot, need to read the story. Oh. Right at night in the lonesome October. And then I went to bed. And I woke up this morning and spent an hour and some change just languidly. Anyway, in bed with Mandy, just talking. It was great. I'm tired still, but I don't regret any of it. So yeah, it was just a blur. I have a lot going on my plate this weekend. I'm going to be very busy, so a lot of times I will be offline with what I am doing, but it is definitely of a level of for the greater good, that will help everyone in my circle, and then it will radiate out. I have plans, you know me. We are having some Shoggoth infestation starting up as the season gets spookier. So if you notice strange changes in my background, do not be alarmed. Do not be concerned. It's just Lydia's relatives coming out to play. And I'm sure Lydia will be on screen. Probably not this session because she's being lazy, but soon. You never know. As I deal with the fact that in part of my cleaning, I moved all my Pro Blasters into the study via my lovely son. And there's a towering pillar of nerfdom that's right there. And it is so distracting and so tempting to just fling foam all over and then get hit with the ricochets because it's fun. That, keeping a line of thought is challenging. But getting back to conversation, Wednesday, I hope you saw that. Apparently, Brian and Michaela are trying to put together some kind of author signing event. It's a thing. When they have the site confirmed, I will broadcast all that good stuff out because I know how nebulous these things can be. And me and Brian especially. I want to see Brian succeed in everything, and heck, I want to see Michaela succeed too, contrary to popular belief. But it was really nice to see Brian back broadcasting, and as a bonus, we got some Willow Skylar action, which Lord knows I love some good Willow Skylar action. So that was a nice offset for our usual week, although it'll be great to have Burning is Love back where it's supposed to be, Burning Love or Yarn or, Nerf guns or whatever our bizarre floating time slot becomes. I hope you enjoyed the latest Nick Knows Nerf. There are more coming as I go through my pile of things to review. The next one I shoot should be the blaster my cat bought for me. Yes, my cat, Stuart, forced me to buy a blaster. I had no choice in the matter. So I have to do a full review for you guys. So that's coming down the pipe. To the people asking me about the whole ink/Arttober thing, I will not be doing a formal one of those. And I'm not doing it because October into November is basically one of my busiest chunks. And I don't want to be caught up doing that when I can be doing commissions for some folks who need them. I have a couple that I've done already. I have a couple that I need to do, and I'd like to gather up as much funds this month as possible to have that semi-disposable for the upcoming LodgeCon, which is how my wife and I celebrate our anniversary. It's kind of a big deal. I think it's cool. So we're going to be doing that. I have been writing, but I am currently working the 17th. October 17th, I will be doing a program at the Benton County Public Library. I know, shocking. It's a Thursday night. No biggie. I can't quite remember the hours, but I'll check it later. And basically, I will be talking about how to world build and DM/GM RPGs as a bit of instruction for how I approach it for the teens. And, if it goes well, I may do an adult version, but it's something I promised them, and I want them to have access to that as we are nearing the completion of the main arc of the game I've been running for quite some time now, many months. And once that happens, we'll be into a very end game kind of post thing where they will either do something really, really spanky, or they will have problems up the wazoo. And either way, it will make good storytelling, great adventuring, at a time, dear friends, to get what they want. Well, get what they asked for. So I'm looking forward to that. It is spooky season. I'm all about that life, even if I'm not going to be able to do as much fun stuff as I would because I need to get things ready ahead of the winter. But that's okay. We've got writing, we've got art, we've got games, we've got wonderful things on the menu, we've got wonderful things hopping and popping. I have one more miniature. I can't find where I put my original. I have to render, and the complete set of ones that I have designed will be rendered. I may reach out to Joe and or Richie for a potential commission on them to crank out a bunch of BSRs. We'll see ahead of the con. And oh no, I'd have to meet up with my friends. That would be terrible, heartbreaking. But I'm excited. LodgeCon has done pretty well for us. And like I said, it's our big out of the house quasi vacation thing. So we're going to do that. And, I've got house sitting arranged, which is nice because they'll be heavily armed. Other than that, this has been a good week. We've got a lot done. Now, I know a lot of people are tense right now. I know there's a lot of pressure, a lot of concern in certain circles about world events and national events and things. And I am fully aware of that, and I feel that for you guys. But here we're going to work on building each other up. We're going to get your projects. I want to see your accountability. My accountability is, aside from working on that project, the DM guide, which I've been meaning to work on for a while, I've got a few more tinkering words with Hates and Hellfire, and I'm working on some very special art for the Dusk Falls Over Ravencleft Gorge project. So I've got a lot that I am juggling, but all of that will be able to be put on hold if I take commissions in. So that's what's going on. For the people asking my rates, for the foreseeable future, at least to the people who are in my chat, the people I know, I am literally going for the pay what you feel is fair route. Pay what you can, because I know how sucky the economy is right now. And I would rather take a hit and make somebody's day better than not. Okay? So, with all of that having been said, I think it's time to run Joe's ad to remind you the glory of Indie CD and get into your comments, because you guys' comments are what people are here for. So I will see you in a minute and a half, and we'll be back for that. Welcome back, folks. We're going to go right into the comments. First through the door is Donna Carleen here at Ready for Friday. Hun, so am I. I'll be honest, in about 45 some odd minutes, I'm going to say toodles to you guys. I'm going to slump out, check on everybody, kind of sigh, and then I'm going to have a very busy day kick up where I'm doing things so that Mandy can do things. It's just going to be a whole to do. But I'm excited because while there's a lot of work and a lot of some of it unpleasant work that needs done, it's also progress that needs progress on. So that happens. And Trey says, morning. Good morning, Trey. Good morning. I thought I'd be late trying to read quickly to catch up. It happens. Accountability. I need to type in the back matter for Donna's next book, or at least the back cover, so it will be ready to go when beta readers are done. Wonderful. That is beautiful. And, have Donna and both of you guys cross-edit that, because if there's one thing that's hard to deal with, it's a poorly edited and kerned back cover. It doesn't have to be fancy, folks. I know Amazon gives me a really nice, simple format. It's legible. Like, even on this tiny screen, y'all should be able to read what's on the back of this. We've got, so yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing those clean, crisp, well done covers. Morning, Dawn. How are you, my dear? And I know why I was displaced, because yesterday I spoke to Dawn. And we were talking about all sorts of wonderful things, and it just brought me back to the BCAM show as a continuation. And hey, Trey, Don, and dude, here come the greetings. That's right. And folks, I realize I said Don, but I did not mention the most important part of having Don on, which is okay. It's not the most important part, but it is important. Uh, that she is the creator of Her Fashionable Felines, also known as Buddy and Georgette. And you can read about their stories on Facebook. And somewhere in the echoing fields of Illinois, Dawn is letting out a squee that I cannot hear, but the world vibrates from. Now, woohoo! And we've got greetings, and we've got greetings, and we've got greetings. Hey, Thesis, what's up? Y'all called me a cryptid, and Carl was in the litter box. I'm just saying. I'm not judging. Not judging. You aren't the first member of the furry community that I have known, but, as long as you clean everything up, I'm not going to judge. Anyway, accountability. Dissatisfied with how my current personal crochet project is going, so stepping out back and working on another one. Okay. I'm curious. I am absolutely fascinatedly curious on that because there are a lot of art forms I can do, guys. And a lot I have tried and succeeded to do. I can do some wood burning. I can do sculpture and painting. I can allegedly spray paint things, he said. Looking away and going, Nick, you're 20 years, statute of limitations. You're more than 20 years, about 30 years from that level of mischief. But statutes of limitations are well done. And yet, but fiber arts, the crochet, knot tying, knitting, that's too much potential entropy for the Nick field. And, instructions unclear, and now I'm tied to something. So, good morning, Sarah. Out in the mist, Sarah has risen to join us. Hello. How is my avatar of gothic goodness? And mornings, and happy yesterday birthday, Thesis. Thanks, Trey. It was a good day other than having to work. It happens. And Sarah's black heart beats for us. And I looked up. Love every moment of it. Sometimes you have to step back, Trey. I've had to do that on some writing projects. I know that feeling because I'll be honest, this is one of the longer times I've gone on one of my projects without getting a lot of impact, where like Haints and Hellfire, the last one, I had a lot of feedback for. I've been kind of flying low on this one, and I'm hoping it's going well. I'm nervous, so I know what it feels like. Hey, Sarah, good to see you again. Absolutely, thanks, brother. You too. Sarah's back. She's back again. Sarah's back. Phone a friend. Sarah's back. Sarah's back. Sarah's back. Oh, yay, Trey. And we have to go back and catch that last of the Muncie port. Today we have to go back and catch the last of the Muncie cards that Dippy Gal put on the wrong side of the river near the hospital. On the wrong side of the tracks. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah. My predecessor had the whole Dark Church of the Rising Tide thing, and not many people still know about that bizarre bit of shtick. But for tax purposes, I cannot identify myself as a religious institution currently. Anyway, sorry. Accountability. Editing the video I recorded on Wednesday and heading to the post office to send out commissions. Ooh. Isn't that a great feeling? Oh, Carl. Oh, Sarah, so much history. We need to get you back in the green room someday. Absolutely. And cool, Thesis. And Foxy waddles in wrapped in blankets. It's like the dance of the seven veils, except they're comforters. Anyhow, be careful out there, folks. I hear that there was a power fluctuation in the force field holding Mariah. That's terrifying. Don't you? No. First off, Thanksgiving is a holiday. Secondly, okay, I have to explain why my brain stopped so dramatically. Right now, and I'm not going to bring it up to mess with him, but my dear friend Joe, while working on other things and listening to this, is eating a very large breakfast pastry. And every so often he turns just right with it in his mouth that the blur effect over his background blurs it. And I'm trying to keep the program at a higher... Yes, thank you. Thank you, Joe. Hey, Foxy, I had a delicious Arby's strawberry shake yesterday. Ooh. Ooh. Positrons, don't fail us now. Invert the neutrino flow. Reverse the polarity. Well, I'm reversing the polarity. The polarity is confused. Accountability. Attempt to organize my closet better while digging out autumnal clothing in Illinois, which means everything for any weather condition, sometimes all seasons one day. Yes, we are going from 40 at night to 80 plus in the day. It is cooking. It's like, but Nick, you're in Indiana. I am in Indiana. I am. However, when I say that Illinois is right over there, Illinois is really, hold on. Yeah, right over there. And accountability. Guess who got involved in another project? Well, more involved. So now I'm doing more than just the traveling ICD table for BookFest in March. Oh, busy, busy Dawn. Don't overdo it, dear. I'm probably colder feeling today than normal from doctor visit yesterday. I'm sorry, dear. Doctor visits can be quite chilling. So, Sarah, we have our winter coats dry cleaned last week. Dawn! And 'tis the season. Hungry. Be right back. Uber Eats is so much funnier when you realize Sarah's a vampire. When you realize that Sarah's a vampire and Uber Eats is just delivery. The food isn't for her. The food is for the delivery guy to recover. Anyway, it's like, why am I delivering a box of cookies and orange juice? Don't worry about that. Okay, Sarah. Okay, Dawn, what did you volunteer? Did you volunteer for more work? Ah, yes. Helium hand is a condition that affects us all. And so that's a yes. You plead the fifth. Carl might drink it, though. LOL, that's later. Well, at least you're consistent. Greetings, greetings. Here's Joe. Hey, Joe, don't forget. I haven't run an ad in a while. Oh, accountability. No behind the code or the burning of love tonight, mainly because it's not. Mainly, it is not the scheduled night for either of those shows. Joe, don't cross my wires like that. Just don't. Don't do that to me. Don't you do that to me. Time is warping enough as is. No, I will be doing the Historical Fencing Guild presents the weekly live stream that a whole bunch of people, the vast majority of which are not my physical students, show up for. But I love you all. I really do. Over on the Historical Fencing Guild channel. Hey, Nick. And scheduled night is how that should have read. I am German enough that scheduled knocked is my brain when scheduled knocked. Yeah. I don't speak German. It's maddening. Brain's still trying to wake up and keep up with the fingers. And with that, I'm going to run a ad to keep myself from shenaniganry. And since it's Joe's fault, I'll run Joe's ad. Well, wait, no. I mean Trey's ad. This ad. This, right here. Right now. But there's a HFG and Green Room, LOL. Yes, there is. Much better. And oh my gosh, Nichols. I almost spilled my cereal on myself with that intro. Oh, Sarah, I am so sorry to hear that. I did not mean to do that. And hey, Joe. And shh, it's him again. Joe Dog McKeel, a fellow connoisseur of great puns and better Rickrolls, has joined us. It is always good to have you in the chat, sir. HalloCon is coming. Strip was on my desk. Just spilled half a cup of coffee all over. That is caffeine abuse, Cat. And caffeine abuse is wrong. Nick, your energy is contagious today. Well, then, perhaps I should change the frequency. Never skip Halloween. Gifts can be given then too. No skipping it to go straight to Christmas. Yes! I am here for some Bela Lugosi action. I'm here for some Vincent Price satisfaction. All right? I am ready to do the mash, the monster mash. I have to go find a Spirit Halloween or Halloween City to wander around. That is coming. I need to see some leaves that have changed, have warm beverages, a fire in a container so that, Benton County doesn't get mad at me. Possibly roast meat over it. Have apple cider because apple cider trumps pumpkin spice. I said it. Oh no, Carl. Eek, ack, and ugh. Right, Sarah? But our creative folks need time to get gifts completed. Yes. I thought somebody was stripping on your desk. I can't even green room that because my brain just, okay. I just had to throw that in there. I tried to petition for Halloween gifts, but no one ever accepted it. Gifts can't be stopped. You just throw an elbow like, here, happy Halloween, tree! Oh, what's this? Trick! And then you back up throwing the wing. I would like to do that thing where you bring a door to the door and open up and look at people, go, nice costume, throw candy at them and close your door. Hates and Hellfire also contains chapter 20. Book 2 has some things. And I'm game. Never forget the trick and trick or treat. Accept the treats. I'm going to run an ad. I'm going to run an ad right now. Santa sign.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho. Santastein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
That book is so distinctly odd in the best ways. Guys, just read it. It's on the must-be-read list. Woo! And Piatone, Illinois. I thought that was the one, but I couldn't remember the name. I am so happy for that. And yes, lovely family. Hi, Manda and Xander. Dawn says hi. They say hi. Except the Treek said like it, along with the show. I'd go trick-or-treating if I thought they'd get anything. I wish we had trick-or-treaters again. The looks on the faces of the people that last year we went with Phoebe, it was worth it. It's always Halloween. People just catch up with me once a year. First off, if you were to come into my home and look at the archway that leads into my hallway, it says Happy Halloween, and it has bats up the side all year long. I have had black rubber bats that I put little tiny Santa hats on just because I was in the mood. The horror. Keyboard dried, blackboard trackball dried. Matches are probably goners, but the worst. It was the last of the coffee. Oh no. Uh-oh. Don't be like Sarah's ex-husband and punch a big hole in a door when coffee isn't ready. Wow. Everything I want to say is ruder than I'm supposed to say on this channel. Moving on. That no more coffee feeling. It's like Edward's scream. Foxy, you're the right height. You could trick or treat. No. Not always, Foxy. It's part of my costume, lady. I'm Dolly Parton. My sister, nieces, and myself bloomed early. Unfortunately, that is a fairly common occurrence, and it is made for some interesting moments of having to explain wardrobe malfunctions to people when I was both a substitute teacher and occasionally recently. Or Elvira. Fun fact, at one point I had the same measurements as Dolly. Do with that what you will. Holy moly. Yes, anyway, Willow Skylar action? That's not the Green Moon. And I did too, Sarah. Too much. That's why I had a reduction. One of the best choices ever. He gave the brain cell just, yes, my cat. Stuart's like, you need that blaster. It's right here. I don't know why, but I have to now review it and talk about the story of how I got it and probably do range stuff. Right? Thesis is saying leftover birthday cupcakes. I don't want to know what's going on in the world. I'm already in therapy. Thanks for not elaborating. That's what we do here. We are an isolated island. Islands in the storm. That is what we are. No, I was literally just rocking out to Dolly Parton this morning because I woke up and I had to blare 9 to 5 because it just was required. But no, we are where you go for your healthy doses of insanity. I'm not even asking questions. Kind of want to know what that is, but I'm kind of afraid to look. Anyway, sometimes we know too much. When it comes to world events, we need to learn from our cats. Is my bowl full? Then we're good. Everything else is human drama. All I need to know is that I'm voting. Yep. Otherwise, screening my intake of, the ick of the world right now. Try to stop people. I stop people when they try to bring what's going on. Yep. If something happens that you can do something about, do it. Otherwise, just ignore it. And I shared the news vid about a jerk fire chief who threatened private helicopter folks who were helping him with arrest if they didn't get out of his airspace. Accountability. Finish beta reading. Rock on. Accountability. Handling doctor visits this month. Do what you do. I don't want to know. Second again. Sup, woke? Woke breaker. Hello, woke. Hey. Good morning, everyone. And happy Friday to all. Squee at the hypersonic squee at her. Don't stop done now. Chris Walker's here. And she's having a ball. Can't wait for the book to be out. The cover is gorgeous. Fits right with the story. Luck of the Irish. Think B5 with leprechauns? Did you say that book is Babylon 5 with leprechauns? Or does B5 mean something else? Because I need to know, like, right now. Because if it's Babylon 5 with leprechauns, I have to go to my wife. I have to say, love, we have to order this book. And we will order this book. Hey, Chris. Everyone's saying Chris. 9 likes, only one away from double digits. I got 11 people watching right now. Let's see. And all of them are on the Nicholas Tockert channel, where it could do the most good. Thank you very much. Sarah in the green room, could we be that fortunate? I wish. Error. Yeah, they happen. Hey, Chris. Thanksgiving is a holiday much different from how it originally became a holiday, though not to be forgotten. That's the thing. Okay? I take Thanksgiving as an opportunity to be thankful. I think being thankful and having gratitude is very important. And I think that's why it's culturally undermined right now. Because it profits the corporations more for people to be greedy. And you can't have gratitude and be thankful and be greedy at the same time. These are mutually exclusive gates. And if there's one thing I have learned in my 43 years of life, the attitude of how you approach things means the world. And if you find people who are never grateful, who are always clawing and scratching, and never, ever feel good about who they are or what they have, they can't let themselves simply be, even for a moment, you don't want that energy. I'm all about the grind. I'm all about getting it out there, doing my streams, selling my books. But that's a very different universe. And I'm proud of you guys because most of the people in this chat I know without a doubt and question. I say most because I like to give people wiggle room to surprise me. Understand how good they actually have it compared to so many, especially right now. My yard outside is essentially dry. I'm not worried about flooding. I know where food is, and I can get more. I can look at the sky and not be worried about rockets coming down or rocks or whatever. In that, I am blessed. I have a home that is a mansion compared to anything I imagined I would ever have. And though it needs its work and stuff, it is wonderful. And I have some of the best friends in the world. And I can say that because Joey took off his headphones. So I could talk about how wonderful having Joe there for me, both as a friend, colleague, and just incredible supporter is. Because he can't hear what I'm saying right now. So he doesn't know I'm talking positive about him. And he does. I know he gets uncomfortable when I compliment him. So I'm doing this completely shamelessly, in front of his face, behind his back to build him up so that at least you guys realize how awesome he is. And if you should find out about this, I'll know who to blame. Maha! We love you, Joe. Anyway, is there a sweet drizzle on said pastry? There was. Very true. There is. See? All I want for Christmas is a life-size Mariah plush pillow. She's best when she's silent. couple things there. My wife bought me a Sally from Nightmare on Christmas Street. Wow, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Not because I like Christmas that much. That movie. I love Christmas. But she got it because she wanted to put a large redhead under the Christmas tree for me as a joke. That is how awesome my wife is. I don't know what I would do if... Actually, I know exactly what I would do if somebody brought me a life-size Mariah Carey plush. What would happen is I would then have I would have to rig it up to have it loom over me as the holidays approach. Like, because that's funny. Oops, my bad. Going to bed with you guys. Been up 24 hours to my crypt. Dear Lord, woman, get some sleep. You need that. You need to recover. Do not damage that lovely mind of yours. LOL, Carl. And then more closet work and beta reading. And most of the Midwest is like that in my experience. Indiana weather, is it any different than Illinois weather? Just hits about a day later than Illinois. Hope that's curve accurate and consistent. Better hope it's curve accurate and consistent, Carl. Did I miss a comment? Oh my. Anyway, Donna, your box came in yesterday. Do you have a drawer full of random jewelry that you dumped in a box and shipped to Utah? The food is for the delivery driver's last meal as a human, or last meal depending on the driver. How do you think I'd get around without my car? Oh, see, reduce, reuse, reanimate. Helium hand. Sure, let's go with that. I just figured you had a harem of people who give you anything you want. LOL. And yep. And at the end, it also includes a driver selected specifically for my needs. Aw, live the dream, Sarah. No wonder you need to sleep. Further accountability. Posted something I wrote last week on Facebook. Don't know if it's a poem or what but it's there. We saw that. It was interesting. And Halicon is this month. I better get my squeer prepared. You guys have a wonderful time at Halicon. Obviously, my finances will not permit that, but you guys have a blast. That sounds dirty. It does. I almost forgot 15% discount code Spooky Season. SPOOKYSZN15 for print books on Lulu. Rock on. Happy Friday, says Cindy Cat. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. I'm still here. I just didn't want to interfere with her ad. Let's hit the comments. And I'm guessing I'm the closest to a Spirit Halloween half mile. I am jealous. Hey, Cindy. Tuned into Nevermind the Furthermore today. So you can watch this program at 9 a.m. her time in the past, because this is the future, and the future is today. And now I need to watch Plan 9 from Outer Space, Waves. Is it today the day that Bandcamp gives their folks 100% of sales? I hope so. Find out Nick's art at deviantart.com/NickT. I think so, Don. This is the day where Dan Hallfield gets the most of his Bandcamp purchases for the month. Consider purchasing his music if you're interested and able to. Interested, yes. Able to, no, because I have to sock my funds away right now, which sucks. HelloCon.com. Anyone up for a bad movie night? Oh, go! You haven't seen Velocipaster? Oh, go. It's so delightfully bad. Oh, it's so good, so bad. Just, yes. Yes. Dan Hallfield, bandcamp.com/music. And it's not too late to get a badge online yet. Find big stompy robots in melee with simple swords against fighting axes through a veil with hates and hellfire. Amazon.com/store/Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert /the /author/BO7P26PSF3. Support Nick's efforts to teach people to be safely dangerous at patreon.com/the Historical Fencing Guild. Then go get tears at patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. Then check out spooky art at patreon.com/Ryan Bodman. Yes, Ryan Bodman. Brian Rodman, perchance? Yes, Brian Rodman. It's a bit of a quiet one lately. Soon you'll have another opportunity to grab Nick's books, The Poly and a Lesson online if you're here. There, Sacrifice, Heart of Sacrifice Kickstarter is coming soon. Yep, and then you just tell me how many you need and we'll make it happen, Cindy. Have a good day, everyone. Cindy wanted to say hi before your break is over. And, well, hello there. My favorite 80s slasher movie, The Final Terror. Deep cut, but classic. I don't care if it's vanilla. The classic original Halloween is pristine. I found an editor who could handle the re-edit of books that got unpublished in the sequel to one of them. Kind of pricey, but for 4 to 5 books, not bad really. Rock on! I need to wash our winter weight comforter. That's a good idea, folks. Washing your blankets and getting them ready. That's wonderful news, Cindy. You deserve to move forward. Well, at least you got it figured, Cindy. Great, Cindy. Other stuff, Heart of Sacrifice campaign. I'm making sprites and gargoyles. A pal of mine's making garnet heart necklaces. 2 of them. Pretty. Bab 5, Nick. Babylon 5 with leprechauns? Holy schmoly. The plan is to launch Heart of Sacrifice in 10/15. It'll run for a month with hope of recovering the editing costs with the goal of $999. Well, will you get me a commercial set up? If you want to come on and talk about it, you can do that. If you want, reach out to Joe. We'll get special stuff going. He can't hear it right now because he's dealing with other things, but you can also buy a book for CB4K. Okay. See, Donna had the exact reaction Joe would have had. Tea and swords! Bladed thesis. Yes. Aw, shares Hooli loves with everyone. Hooli. That's why I mentioned it, thesis. I wanted to see that. Support Pops with supporting indie comics. YouTube.com/@Comics Madness Network. Madness Comics Network. Dyslexia has gotten hold of me. My lit RPG critique partner, SL Roland, is critiquing lines of success after I had to revert to the unedited and move forward. Do check out his books, slroland.com. He's awesome. Joey is awesome, and his wife, too. Every hit one here is awesome. Everyone is awesome because we're part of a team. Oh, go nuts. Gotta go. Gotta go fast. Out of break. Not fair. Don't want to Don't want to be had a break. That means I gotta go to a meeting. Y'all get books at dragonCkoepp.com. See you, Cindy. Have a good weekend, Cindy. Oh, one last thing, Heart of Sacrifice Kickstarter patrons and newsletter will get a little something extra if they pledge for the physical tier. Catch up with y'all later. I am already missing you. And thesis, I explained in the note. Aunt Donna went a little crazy, and that wasn't a third of my jewelry. You rock. YouTube.com/live. All that Chinese birthday traditions will be discussed tomorrow. Wonderful. There were some real nice bits in there, says Foxy. Some of the more plasticky bits would be great for teaching kiddo how to string beads and the like. Awesome. 12 likes, everyone. Great job. Thank you. Men threw jewelry at Donna back in the day. I bet. I think we have to drive at least an hour for my nearest Spirit Halloween. Mine too. Sadness. I think one of those piles of beads is a door bead, though. Untangling it. Running an ad right now.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your Munsey. We want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
Well, cat lunchtime is near. Chair. Gotta give my chair. And we are approaching the end of this program. Guys, it's been a wonderful program. I hope we've motivated you. For those of you reaching the weekend, but you're creatives, we know we're working. We know we're typing and drawing and getting it done. We know we're grouping and snooping and working for fun because we're going the distance. See, if I sing badly, they don't dare ding me. Roomba! Jeff, Callie is still asleep. I have done my best to wake everyone up. My powers become so limited. I don't know. I just know that I have to run an ad or two. So... excuse you?
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
That's what we're about, letting you guys find your art and finding your joys. And let's see. He said share. Let's see. You said share. See, some of y'all tonight, where we went to that room we don't talk about here. Yep. See, most of you tonight, indeed, Carl, have a great weekend. Dang, I didn't realize I still had the caps on. Sorry, folks. I thought you were just shocked. No worries. Night Slayers. Apparently, it's a comic that this fellow put up, but he didn't give me the information to tell you where to acquire it. And he hasn't been in the chat for me to ask for them. Whoever came up with the idea of Snapple-flavored Swedish fish, we need to talk. I just need some Swedish fish, flavored Swedish fish. Anyway, guys, it's been my hour. I have a lot to do, a lot to get done, a lot of fun. So what we're going to do, we're going to write, we're going to draw, we're going to create, we're going to kick butt and take names. We're going to get out there and vote. Even if I don't agree with you politically, good people have lived and died for your right to vote. So I'm going to let you vote. I realize I wore the wrong glasses this whole program, and you guys let me get away with it. So, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that. But that should be interesting. Have a good day, everyone. So keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because if you do, you can edit it. You can fix it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. See you Monday for the next episode of Nevermind the Furthermore.